I see you got
Sit down. Good boy.
you got someone who is accompanying you for your job. Who's this?
This is Max.
Okay.
This
Good evening and welcome to GM Talks. I am very delighted this afternoon to speak to a man I know and I really respect here in Darwin. He's Mr. Salim.
Thank you.
Jambo sana.
Mzuri sana, Geoffrey. It's a pleasure to have you today.
And thank you for finding time, sparing
Yeah.
time to speak to us.
Yeah, I do really appreciate it.
Tunashukuru sana.
Yeah.
We wanted to speak to you and get
Yeah.
to know you a little bit. I
Yeah.
want to put a disclaimer out there. I personally know Salim, but for purposes of this talk, I want to introduce Salim to the rest of you. And we just want to know him, a bit of what he does. Salim has had a big accomplishment here in the city of Darwin and Palmerston, in the Darwin region and Palmerston, and we just want to talk to him. And as you can see, he's really dressed sharply. So we want to know more about what he does and who he is. And so thank you very much.
Thanks.
Probably
Jeff.
introduce to my viewers what your names are and where you were born.
Yeah. My name is Salim Mohammed. I was born in Kenya. I spend a lot of my early years in Kenya.
Okay.
And
What part of Kenya?
I was grew up in Mombasa. That's where I was born, but on my early age, I spent time with this area called Vanga, Lunga, those areas.
This is in the coastal region.
A coastal region along the
Okay.
border of Tanzania
And Kenya.
and
Wonderful.
especially Vanga. That's where I grew up a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, we went to school in Likoni,
Uh-huh.
and then went to school in Kwale High School,
Okay.
and a boarding school.
Very
Spent
good.
a lot of time there as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how was your childhood like?
You know, we African, Geoffrey, always, we're big families.
Yes.
And I think that's who we are. We're a family of almost 11 of us.
Yeah, big families.
Big family, yeah, you know, so, and our moms, they're always dedicated
Yeah.
to look after
Big families.
a big family.
It's amazing how they were able to look after my family.
Yeah.
About 7 of us,
Yes.
and mom was able to look after us, and it's a big family, and
It's
they
a big
manage for some
family.
reason.
They do,
Yeah.
they do, absolutely. And
Wonderful.
Yeah.
What sort of things can you recall in your teenage years, for instance? Were you a cheeky boy? Were you naughty? What were you? Did you run into problems with neighbors or family? Do you remember?
You know, I would say boys will be boys. Huh?
Cheeky.
And I remember sometimes when you are maybe 14 and under, you always run into troubles and all that.
Yeah.
So I reckon, you know, we Africans, we are kids who've been raised up maybe without shoes.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have a natural ball to play. It's always you have to make yourself like a piece of papers, get it together
Wrap
and
it up.
and wrap it up.
And it's a ball.
And it's a ball,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's how I grew up pretty
Yeah,
much. And
yeah.
our fathers didn't financially were not that stable to do much for us.
Tough childhood,
Yeah,
tough.
never had computers or
No. Smartphones.
we never rised up on that
No.
stage. Yeah.
So it was. I grew up the same way. It was really hard, but
Yeah.
we managed.
Yes.
Talk to us through your when you got to a point of choosing a career. How was it? What was before you? What were your options, and how did you go about that?
Yeah. As we all know, when we come from Africa, it's a very challenging environment whereby the lack of employment, it is a challenge for anybody who comes from those areas. People with the diplomas or whatever, you might see them still struggle. But I think I grew up with a passion, and that passion, I always play football a lot. I play soccer a lot.
Okay.
And I dedicated myself to actually physically wake up early in the morning, do a lot of exercise,
Okay.
to train a lot.
Yeah.
And I had a passion with the military as well.
Okay.
So I love military to the stage whereby I didn't even want to have a pay. I just want to be there.
Very passionate about it.
Very passionate. I just want to be part of it because I like it to see the boys come from training, you know, after Eldore training, they come out
Yes.
very dark,
Yeah.
strong. There's a recruit training
A
college.
recruit training college in
Yes,
Eldoret.
yes,
And
in Eldoret.
Eldoret is a town west of Nairobi, about 360 kilometers
Yes.
or thereabout. So did you get into military?
Yeah, I did. You know, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Always, you know, when recruitment is being decided in
Yes.
Kenya, it's amazing.
Physical
A lo-
exercise and tough
Yes.
things you were doing, huh?
Yes, a lot of, it's hard. A selection is very, very competitive.
Yeah.
You can be doing KCP, but they might say 60 points and above.
Yeah.
So if you are under 60 points, you're not going anywhere. So it's a very high selection.
Yeah, exercise criteria.
Yeah,
and you
very,
went
very-
through that.
Yes.
And you succeeded.
I did.
You
I
are
did
a very
succeed.
fit person. So this fitness has been from your teenage youth.
Yes, I think this is, and you remind me as well, because my fitness, it result me to be one of the Ulinzi Football Club in Nakuru.
Oh, yeah.
That's where
yeah.
we used to camp there. But
yeah, you were in the soccer club, Ulinzi.
Ulinzi Football Club, yes.
This was the military soccer team.
Yes.
And Ulinzi was a tough team those days in Kenya.
It was very tough, but before Ulinzi we had Scarlet.
And that was a military soccer team as well?
Yes.
Was it in the Premier League or what?
We were playing on the Super League,
Very
which
cool.
is very internal, but you know, Kenya, there's always Headaches Cup or whatever.
Yeah,
so we find ourselves, we're always representing a country somewhere in Rwanda or and we have all these East African
Championships, you know?
military games
Yeah.
sometimes happen there as well.
And you took part in that?
Yes.
Okay, and how was your experience as a soldier in Kenya?
Look, I think I'm so proud of what we Kenyans, who we are, and you can see ourselves. We have learned a lot from where we come from. There's
Yes.
a lot of smart people in Kenya, and I think the things we have done it here,
Yeah.
we will never do it in Kenya because of majority. We are too many smart people there that they can do so much.
Yeah, very smart people.
Yes.
They're just lacking opportunities and
Yes.
capacities, but there are many smart people out there.
Absolutely. And a good example you can see, any Kenyans that I met here, he's doing something unbelievable.
Yeah.
Accountants
Yeah,
or doctors.
professionals.
And it's amazing how much we as an individual, how much we have contributed in this, I'll say Australia.
Yeah.
I myself, I'm a founding member of GPUFC,
And what is that?
which is a Greater Palmerston United Football Club.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Maybe you can talk to the viewers
Yes.
about you recruit or who can get involved.
Look, it's a kids or youth from the age of, I'll say, from 6 years old,
Okay.
that they can follow a bit of instruction,
Yeah.
up to 16 years old. It's a junior club.
And primarily just footy. You train footy or soccer.
Yeah.
You're gonna differentiate.
I'll say soccer because this is it's a stage whereby we get the kids into skills accusation.
Okay,
You know,
okay,
when
yeah.
they get to the age of 9 to
Yes,
13.
yes.
And then that's when the serious football comes in.
Okay.
I've been involved myself into part of NT Football Federation.
Okay.
As a coach.
As a coach, wonderful.
And we managed to travel with few kids to Coffs Harbour.
Okay.
And things like that.
Oh,
Yes.
for football.
Yeah, for football and
Wonderful.
all that.
You've really done lots of things, and I must commend you. You are a good role model for us. We look up to you, and we are very proud of you, Mr. Salim.
Look, we're proud of you too.
And I think just to take back there, when you talked about many Kenyans have done very good things out here, I think that can be said of even other Africans from other parts of Africa. So people are very hardworking. They do very, very good things.
Yeah, they do.
And that is commendable.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
for
absolutely.
migrants.
Absolutely.
I know, Salim, you also have done some peace work as a soldier. I'm still exploring your experience as a military person. Were you involved much with that type of mission?
Look, I remember 2004. I was in Bosnia. I live in
Yugoslavia.
Yugoslavia. Yeah. I've lived in Knin for a while.
Okay.
But But I think because of the war, we just had to pull out.
Okay.
And
So you went there
then-
for peacekeeping mission?
Yeah, what they call it UMPROFO, United Nations Protection Force.
Oh, okay, UMPROFO.
UMPROFO,
I
yes,
see.
United Nations Protection Force. And then there was another mission in East Timor,
Yeah.
which we call it INTERFET,
Okay.
which is International Force of East Timor.
That's a bit of military jargon there.
Yeah, it's a bit
Okay.
of things going on.
And you were part of the crew that was there?
Yes.
Okay, how was your experience in few words in both missions? You see scary things, bombs exploding, people dying or something?
I think it's normal when you are in a military, you
Yeah.
see those things happen.
Yeah.
But this is basically, it just tells you life has a value
Yeah.
in it.
And those experiences shape a military person, I can imagine.
Yeah, of course. It's actually, it's the best way to, if the way I see the generation we have, if it was my way, I would put them in a military
Okay.
for the younger age.
Okay.
And then once they find their way,
Yeah.
then I get them out
Yeah.
and let them face the reality of the world.
Is this for training or for survival skills training? Or why
Yeah,
would you do
just for a bit of survival skills, a bit of get those discipline online.
that? Yeah.
Because discipline plays a major part in everything.
In life in general.
In life in general.
Okay.
If a player doesn't have a discipline, doesn't go nowhere,
Yeah.
no matter how good you are.
Discipline.
Discipline is everything.
Okay.
And once
Okay.
you get your discipline right,
Yeah.
everything, the doors open up for you.
And these are, by discipline you mean things like respect, time management and such things, I would think.
Yes, because you see, I mean, I hate to see a youth tell his own mom to F off,
Yeah.
something like that.
Very
you know?
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a generation that we are into it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get into that too much, but I
Okay.
think there's a lot need to be cleaned up.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, a youth crime is going on top of the roof.
Exactly.
eh,
Yeah.
Which is, with the uniform I have, is a everyday life.
Job. Yeah. And we'll talk about that in our
Yeah,
next
yeah.
part. And it's a big, big thing, especially in this part of the world. I think growing up in Kenya was a bit different. You could not say some words to your peers or sorry, to your parents,
Yes.
to anyone older than you. You could
Yeah.
not say some words.
Oh, of course.
But in the Western world and this part of the world is a little different.
Yes,
Kids get away with very strong words, like you're
Yes,
saying.
yes.
And it's very unfortunate.
Yes, but also, I also respect the rise up of a lot of youth over here as well.
Okay.
Because the systems always, there's a fair goal.
I say.
And that fair goal, everyone has a time to grow up as a child,
Yeah.
to play up.
Yeah.
But we Swahili, there's a saying Swahili says, asiyefunzwa na mamaye hufunzwa na ulimwengu.
And that translates to he who is not taught by his parents, the
Yeah.
world teaches him.
It teaches
Like
him.
it teaches him rough out there.
Yeah, very rough.
So the word is listen to your parents.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So wonderful. You're one of you founder of the Greater Palmerston United
Football club.
Football
Yeah.
club.
Yeah.
And you're dressed now in what I could call sort of a military fatigue.
Yeah.
And we will be talking more about why you are dressed, what you are dressed, how you are dressed rather, in
Yeah.
our next part. But as we come to the conclusion of this first part, would you mention how you are able to balance many things you do? How does a day, typical day look like to you? How are you able to balance family life, all the football thing you do, the work you're doing at the moment? How is
Yeah.
that?
Look, first, before I forgot, I'd
Yeah.
like to appreciate two of my Kenyan colleagues.
Okay.
That's Philbert Mukundi
Yes.
and Chris Kimani
Yes.
as well.
Okay.
These are other two boys that they are actually the founding member of the GPUFC.
The co-founders together with you.
Yeah, with us.
Wonderful.
Those three Kenyans, we actually get together
Yeah.
and get into that.
Yeah.
I personally, I'll say I love sports. I coach. I'm holding a C license
Okay.
of Australian Football Federation.
All right.
Yeah.
That means you can coach or you
I
can start a
can-
club or something?
Yeah,
A C
I can
license.
coach. Yeah.
Wonderful.
It's a license to coach.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Okay.
I am a busy guy, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I'm a family
Man as
person
well.
as well.
Yeah.
But I've been very lucky because my children or my kids have grown up.
Okay. Yeah.
And for them being grown up, they've been a very responsible adult.
I think they didn't have any option because as a father who's very strict as a military background,
Yes.
they had to walk straight in a straight line, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I remember when we came to Australia, or I bring them over,
Yeah.
it was a challenge. It was a challenge. One finished McDonald's,
Yeah.
the other one finished KFC.
It was not easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to be picked up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's time to go for prayers, get in a car, let's go to the mosque and pray,
Yeah.
come back, you know?
Yeah.
So we had a busy schedule of a car in and out and a unit all
But you
the
made
time.
it.
But we made it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. I just want to, before I finish, to ask, what was your experience like getting into the football space in a different world? You are a dark-skinned man, and sorry to ask this, I know this is a very sensitive thing out there in the world.
Yeah.
Did you experience any resistance from other people who don't look like you, for instance, like Caucasian and Asia or whatever it is?
Yeah. Look, I think, and this point we just have to be very carefully, because when we talk about color skin and
and I'm very also uneasy and sensitive when how to frame my question.
Yeah.
But maybe in general, was there any, was it hard, or what were some of the challenges?
Look, I think there's always that little bit of tone of other human being. They can be black to black or white to black, but you can always identify those tones. This person doesn't go very well with that kind of a person. But also, you know, when you are out there, you will experience these things on a day by day. You know, some people, you could be a white man having a white girl, you're having a good time. You know, but the other white girl, she doesn't want you to be seen that way. And go, no, you leave her alone.
Oh, come to me or something.
Okay, you know, so there's always those challenges of day by day. It doesn't come direct, but you can actually see there's an everyday challenge out there. Oh, you don't deserve that.
And to be honest with you, Salim, I think we are very lucky out here because that racism and issue of color is not, you don't see it very openly. It's not on your face. Sometimes when you look on videos on YouTube or other, it's like in America, for instance, it's very pronounced. People are so sensitive, and videos out there of racial slurs, but here in Darwin we are very lucky. It's not out there. We're very lucky community.
I think we are very lucky, and we have managed to work together.
Yes.
I think one thing I like about Australia as well is a country of opportunity.
Yes.
And there's a fair go. If you work hard enough.
The ground is even.
Yes, if you work hard and you show dedication, I thank a lot for people who provide me a contract to work for them.
Yes.
They are white people.
Oh, wonderful.
But through my experience or my dedication, and I appreciate that. I could see that it's not about skin color.
No.
It's about what you got.
Yes.
You know, what shot can you give it to us? How best is your service you can provide? I think that's
how it should be, actually.
And that's how it should be.
Wonderful. We'll take a break now, Salim. When we come back, we'll now get into what you do and why you're dressed like you do.
Yes.
And we will. I'll have you speak to our viewers. On your experiences about this.
Okay.
So thank you very much, our viewers. This is I'm talking to our brother Salim, and he has got a lot in terms of his experience, but we just want to narrow down to what he does here in Darwin, and we will take a break now. When we come back, we will venture into what he does as a Jambo director. So see you after the short break.
No worries.
Thank you very much.